Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Luke here. Today we're just doing some maintenance on my pressure washer. I have the 4.2 gallon per minute 4400 PSI Predator pressure washer. So we're gonna go ahead and change out the pump oil and the engine oil. So I got the pump oil here and then engine oil right there. We're gonna change out both of them and get some fresh oil in there. It's been a little while since I have changed out both oils, but since today's Saturday, not working today, not working tomorrow, on Sunday, I have a little bit of time to get some maintenance done. So I'm going to show you guys, walk y'all step by step. If y'all have this same pressure washer, then y'all can just kind of follow along this video, or if you have a similar one, I'm sure the same thing will work for you. For the engine oil, I installed this little drain, and I will put a link in the description that you can install this yourself. It was like $10 off of Amazon. So what we're gonna do first we're gonna take off all of our caps for our engine oil. That's gonna release all of the pressure. And then once we do that, we will take off the bolt here, drain it into this little empty jug, and then we'll fill it up with some 10 weight 30 motor oil. After that, we'll do the same thing with the pump oil. We'll first take off the dipstick on the top, release the pressure, and then we'll take the little plug under here, take that off, and then that'll release all of the oil. Depending on what your pressure washer needs, how much oil it needs. For mine, let me pull it up here real quick. So I have this little form saved for my owner's manual, and it says that on the engine oil it takes 10 weight 30 and it takes 1.16 quarts or 1.1 liters. For the pump, it takes 15 weight 40 and it takes 12 ounces or 0.36 liters. So we're gonna go off those dimensions or go off those measurements and put it in here, and we'll have a freshly running pressure washer afterwards. All right, we have all of our caps off right here. We have it draining into this 1 gallon jug. So we'll let this drain for a bit and then fill it back up with some fresh oil. And then same thing with the pump oil. So I know you're supposed to do this every so often with hour-wise, so it's just gonna differ between what pressure washer you have. I don't want to give you guys an exact number. Just check your owner's manual and it should give you the exact number on when you need to change your oil. I do recommend getting this little drain thing because it makes it so much easier than having to put, especially with this little stand, how am I supposed to fit anything under there to even drain the oil? So this makes it super easy. You just take off the little plug, put it in your container of choice, just let it sit for a bit, and then you're good to go. So again, that's like not much off Amazon. I'll put a link in the description for it. All right, so we just emptied it out, so we have about that much that came out, whatever that totals out to. So now we're going to take out our pump oil and just start flushing that out. For that one, I have this little funnel that I'm going to put underneath, and then I'll have this going into the gallon jug. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm using to unhook this bolt, I have a 17 millimeter socket. So all we're gonna do is first take off this dipstick. There we go. Take that off, and then we're going to pop up this bolt and let it drain into our little jug. Alright, not too bad, didn't make too much of a mess. Plug this cap back on there. There we go. All right, so got all of that oil out of here. Once I got all that oil, it's now in here. No more stains there. Only on the inside, on the outside. Didn't really make a mess. Had a little bit of spill right here. I'm just gonna clean up, but nothing too bad. We already got our plug back on, so we're gonna tighten that up, and then we'll start refilling all of our oils. All right, so it says that my pressure washer takes 12 ounces of the pump oil, so I'm going to put it in this little container. I'm going to fill it up to the 12 ounces on here, because that doesn't really have measurements on it, and then I'll pour this into the pump. All right, that's done, and I just put in the dipstick back in, and we're going to test it out, see where we're reading. I put about 12 ounces in there, and it's kind of hard to tell, but we are at the right line on where we need to be. So we are all good to go. Now I'm just gonna make sure I keep an eye on this bowl, make sure that I don't have any leaks, but should be all good to go. We're going to put in our engine oil. We're gonna be using this one because this is separate from the pump oil. We don't really want to mix the oils, so we have this other small one that we're gonna use for the engine oil. We're gonna do 1.1 quarts. So we will start off with just 1 quart and go from there. I'm going to put a little bit, just a little towel underneath, just in case anything drips. All right, let's measure with our dipstick, see if we have enough oil in there. If not, we'll put a little bit more in. All right, so it looks like we have plenty of oil in there. All right, so we just finished up changing out all the oils, put on all the caps back on, cleaned up. We're all ready to go. What I'm gonna do now is just hook up to a water supply and start it up and just let it run for a little bit, just so I can get it ready for my next job on Monday. So I would hate for me to just do a job on Monday without testing it out. And if something goes wrong, then that's gonna eat up into the time. So I'm gonna test it out real quick, make sure that everything's running smoothly. So if y'all learned anything from this video on how to change your oil, let me know in the comments. If you guys have any questions, whether it's pressure washing, window cleaning, or any type of business related questions, or whatever you got, just let me know down in the comments and I'll be glad to help out. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you on the next video.